90 days ago, I started a faceless YouTube channel with 0 subscribers and 0 experience. Today, it generates over $1,200 per month in ad revenue alone. No face on camera, no expensive equipment, just strategic execution and one critical pivot on day 34 that changed everything. I'm going to show you the real analytics, the exact niche. I chose the videos that failed and the one strategy that took me from 47 views per video to over 12,000 views per video in just 3 weeks. If you think you're too late to YouTube or that you need to show your face to succeed, this video will change your mind. But there's one mistake I made in the first week that cost me 30 days. Let me show you what it was so you don't repeat it. Day 1, I made the mistake that kills most faceless channels. I chose a niche based on profit instead of demand. My logic was wrong. I thought, finance has a CPM of $30 per 1,000 views. Tech is only 12. I'll do finance. So, I spent 6 days creating my first video, the 7 best index funds for 2025. The results? On day 1, 0 views. On day 2, 3 views, my mom, my friend, and me checking it. After a week, a grand total of 47 views. A month later, it was stuck at 183. So what went wrong? I chose finance for its high CPM, but I had no expertise to add unique insights and no authority in the space. I was competing against channels with millions of subscribers. The video was generic, an AI script read by an AI voice with stock footage. Why would anyone watch my version when huge finance channels already exist? The lesson here is crucial. High CPM means nothing if you can't get views. For the next 23 days, I was in the dead zone. I posted 7 more videos. Passive income strategies for beginners got 94 views. How to build wealth in your 20s got 127. Best savings accounts 2025, only 68 views. My best performer, 5 money mistakes to avoid, barely broke 200 views. Let's look at the stats for that first month. 8 videos published, a total of 1,085 channel views, 12 subscribers, and an estimated revenue of 87 cents. And I wasn't even monetized yet. My mental state was hitting rock bottom. I was spending about 6 hours per video, which is 48 hours of work for 87 cents. That's an effective hourly rate of less than 2 cents. On day 30, I was so close to quitting, but I decided to try one more strategy before throwing in the towel. This pivot changed everything. From day 31 to 34, I stopped creating and started analyzing. I spent 4 days digging into what was actually working for small, faceless finance channels. Not what the gurus said, but what the data showed. The discovery was a light bulb moment. Big finance channels dominate broad topics like index funds and passive income. But there's a huge gap. Niche-specific, problem-solving content. For example, small channels were winning with titles like How to Pay Taxes on Crypto Staking Rewards, which had low competition but over 3,000 monthly searches. Or What Happens to 401k If Company Goes Bankrupt, which had over 4,000 searches and only outdated videos. The pattern was clear. Specific problems with urgent needs that were underserved by the big creators. My new strategy was born. Find 50 highly specific finance questions with 1 to 5,000 monthly searches. Create the absolute best answer for each one, and focus on searchability over virality. Target people actively looking for solutions. On day 34, I published my first pivot video. The title was 401k Rollover to IRA, Step-by-Step for Job Changes, 2025 Tax Guide. The results in the first 48 hours were staggering. 847 views, a 17 times improvement from my previous average. The average watch time was over 6.5 minutes, which was 62% retention. I gained 23 new subscribers, and the video shot to number 2 in YouTube search for its target keyword. So what was different? I answered one specific question completely. The title matched the exact search terms people use. The thumbnail promised a step-by-step outcome, and the content delivered on that promise in the first 30 seconds. I even used screen recordings showing an actual 401k platform to provide real proof. It finally clicked. Faceless YouTube success isn't about competing with big channels. It's about dominating the specific search queries they ignore. After that breakthrough, I doubled down. From days 35 to 60, I built a system. I'd find 3 underserved questions per week, script the answers, record the voiceover, and edit with screen recordings and simple animations. It took about 15 hours a week total. I published 12 videos like HSA versus FSA, which saves more money, and backdoor Roth IRA step by step. The results were incredible. A video titled How to Report Crypto on Taxes went semi-viral, hitting #1 in search results. It got recommended next to big crypto channels, drove over 6,000 views, and brought in 214 subscribers on its own. What I learned is that one video ranking well creates a halo effect. YouTube started testing my other videos more aggressively. In that second month, I got over 33,000 views, a 31 times increase from the first month, and gained 847 subscribers. Then came the final phase, hitting monetization and crossing $1,000 a month. On day 67, the channel hit 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. 2 days later, I applied for the YouTube Partner Program. And on day 74, I was approved for monetization. My first estimated payment was just over $100 for the partial month. But here's what really changed the game. My old videos from the pivot kept growing. 76% of my traffic was coming from YouTube search. These weren't viral hits that died after a week. They were search results that generated views every single day. This is the compounding library effect. My daily views kept climbing, from 1,800 to over 4,100 by day 90. The videos I published in this last month continued the same strategy. Roth conversion ladder for early retirement, and how much should I have in 401k by age became my biggest hits. By day 90, the channel had 30 videos, over 94,000 total views, and nearly 4,000 subscribers. So, after analyzing all 30 videos, here's the formula that actually worked. First, use searchable titles that match exact queries. Not everything about IRAs, but can I contribute to Roth IRA and traditional IRA same year? Second, focus on problems, not topics. Instead of understanding 401k plans, do what happens to 401k if I leave my job. Third, promise an outcome in the first 10 seconds. Fourth, use screen recordings of actual platforms, not just stock footage. And finally, use specific numbers and keep videos between 8 to 12 minutes long. My most successful videos were all how-to guides answering specific questions, and they outperformed general educational videos by 5 to 10 times. Let's recap the real timeline. Days 1 to 30 were the failure phase, where I learned what not to do. Days 31 to 60 were about the pivot and validation, proving the new search-focused model worked, and days 61 to 90 were about scaling and monetization, where the library effect kicked in and the income grew. As I'm recording this on day 120, the channel has over 6,000 subscribers and is earning between $1,800 and $2,200 a month, all while I work about 12 hours a week. The most important lesson is you don't need to go viral. You need to dominate search queries. One video ranking #1 for a specific problem generated more sustainable income than 10 videos hoping to get recommended. So, can you replicate this? Yes, if you choose a niche, you can research thoroughly, find 50 to 100 underserved questions, create the best answer for each, and optimize for search, not virality. You have to be patient through those first 30 days when it feels like nothing is working. Commit to 30 videos in 90 days. Don't even judge your results until video number 15. The first 10 videos are just your learning curve. $1,000 a month faceless YouTube channel is real, but it starts with 30 days of work that generates almost nothing. Are you willing to invest that? Your next step is to pick your niche today, not based on CPM, but on whether you can research it, and if there are enough specific questions people are asking. In my next video, I'll break down the 10 best faceless YouTube niches for 2025. Let me know in the comments which niche you are thinking about for your own faceless channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.